everyone, it's me, the Whovian Red, and welcome to the review of Doctor Who Series 10, Episode 1, The Pilot. Let's roll these new titles, baby. So, I hope you enjoyed those little titles that I've made specifically for this. So, yes. So, how we're going to do this, we're going to be reviewing every single episode of Series 10 after they've been aired. However, I am recording this on the evening of Episode 2. So, basically, I've had loads of problems with holiday houses and stuff like that. Go check out my update video up there. Basically, I've had loads of problems getting you this. So I've decided, bloody hell, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to review the pilot, even though it's only like 3 hours until Smile airs. So, yes, you'll be getting the pilot and the Smile reviews basically right next to each other. So, let's begin with the review. My overall thoughts. It was a good episode. A lot of people say, everyone says it's really good. I have to agree with that. Congratulations, Moffat. You managed to make a good story after the terrible Hellbent. But yes, good job. You did. You actually managed to do some character building. With Bill. So, the overall plot of the story, the Doctor has now been teaching at a university, and this woman, Bill Potts, is not a part of the university, but she's like a server. She serves chips. She serves like at the canteen, and she attends the Doctor's lectures, even though she's not at university. So she likes it. The Doctor becomes a bit suspicious, and then, you know, things lead to another. She then meets this girl called Heather, who turns out to be an alien creature. So, yes. I liked it. It was pretty good. It was very different to a regular story. So, first off, Bill. Very good character. She is, like, a very good... I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in the story. She looks really well developed so far. She's like that funny person who interrupts, like, the perfect moments, like perfect timing, like when someone's about to say that they love them, it's just like or something like that. That's what Bill does, and yeah. So this is actually very different to a regular Doctor Who story. Instead of actually having an overall plot of something else entirely and introducing the companion, all it's focusing on is introducing the companion, which is a good thing. I reckon that was a brilliant, a bold, is that a good word? Bold move? It was a good move, because as the pilot, as the name suggests, it's trying to restart the show, which I think it deserves that after the dropping figures of Series 9. So now we move on to Nardal, and to be honest, everyone's opinions have changed. Mine also. He's actually not too bad now. He was dreadful in Husband's a River song, he was okay in Return of Dr. Mysterio, but he's alright. Yeah, I admit there were some times when I laughed, especially when Nardol's waiting for Bill to say the TARDIS is bigger on the inside, and when they finally say that, well, hey, we got there in the end. And I mean, I did chuckle at that, because that was a pretty, yeah. So I think Nardole has developed a lot more. It wasn't really that big in that one. In this episode, he was very quite. He was just sort of there, to be honest. I mean, that's what he is. He's basically just there because he's basically the companion of the Doctor now. And so so now we move on to the mystery. So the biggest mystery is the vault. What is inside the vault? Now, I'm not really doing any theories because I have no idea. I actually have no idea what will be in the vault. But it looks interesting because it has Gallifreyan text all over it. So it's something. It's serious, not just like, oh gosh, just imagine if it's like a Nymon or something. Or something, but that would be hilarious, but that would just be like, oh god, why have they done that? So, yeah. So, the character development was brilliant. Also, not many people have mentioned this, but I'm going to say it. We are definitely going into sort of dark territory, I would say. There is some sort of psychological things in this story. One of the biggest points is that Bill is gay. But, yes, which I think is, yeah, alright. It focused on it a bit, like, although they sort of focused on a bit too much. It's like, it was sort of like, you were like, I'm not really saying they're shoving in your face. Like, they were just doing it a bit too much. They were showing much of Bill being gay too much. Like, I reckon the part when it shows that Bill and Heather meet in the nightclub or something, in the bar or something, it just shows them looking in each other's eyes. You're like, yeah, they like each other. Okay. And then there was sort of other parts. It was just like, there was this really nice looking woman that I was serving to, and it's like, yeah, we get it, you're gay. So yeah, there was also, the other dark part was when she was like talking, when the Doctor was going to wipe her memory after everything, and he got really angry at her. He was just like, go before I change my mind and such. And yes, so it's starting to go down the season, it started to go down the season 26 route. Oh dear, we know what happened to that at the end of that season. Axed. So I sound like I don't really like the idea. I actually quite like it because there looks to be some dark stuff in here. Like there's like the series final like episode 12 is titled The Doctor Falls. So, you know, there's going to be serious stuff going down. Like, really big stuff. Like Regeneration, Mondasian, Cyberman. Like, there's loads of stuff that's coming soon. It's brilliant. So now I'm going to talk about the actual sort of story. I was talking about the plot and the thing, how, like, it's different. Like, I'm expanding on how it's different to a regular Doctor Who episode. Basically, it's like in the episode of The Caretaker, where it shows that montage of Clara and the Doctor travelling while she's about to go on a date with Danny Pink, and it's like showing those different adventures, what they're doing. Basically, that's what this episode is, except in a whole episode. So basically, they're being chased by this water creature that goes over. So they go all over the universe, like, we were very, very honoured, us Aussie Whovians, to get a mention of us being in Australia. And that reference, when the water creature appears in the bathroom or the restaurant, the Doctor runs out and yells, "Run, run, shark attack!" And then everyone just starts running, and that reference, oh, that was a really, really good reference. I'll show you the clip right now, so enjoy. Everybody out! Shark attack! So that clip, oof, shark attack, I do like that. This shows that us Aussies are as much as connected to Doctor Who as the UK. So then they go other places. They go to like this desert planet. They go to Australia, and then they go to Skaro, where we see a blink and miss of the Movellans, which was very, very interesting. Now, I know they were trying to, since the pilot was meant to be for newcomers, they wanted to also put in a few Easter eggs, which the Movellans, and also introduce the characters to, like, newcomers to the Daleks. And yes, I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. The thing that, I can understand why they didn't do this, but it would have been nice, instead of having the regular new series Dalek, have a Destiny, or even have a Genesis, or even a Destiny Dalek, and then it would make so much more sense. It would fit into the plot, because we've got that little quick seconds clips of the Movellans. Wouldn't it be nice if they brought back a Destiny Dalek, if they had a Destiny Dalek live around, which they probably do? I mean, that would be really good, because they probably still have loads left over from The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar. That would be good, but since again, this episode's meant to be an episode for newcomers, they wanted to show them like what the new stuff they got, what the Daleks are like. So, like, for example, if you wanted to watch if you were going to watch Destiny the Daleks being your first Doctor Who episodes, you'd probably want to go back and watch the Daleks, or even Genesis. Maybe not Genesis the Daleks, because then you don't really know what they are. Really, you would have to look at, like, you would have to watch the Daleks, actually, to be honest, and then you would have to, like, you could probably just skip to Destiny the Daleks or something. But yeah, so the character Heather was okay, quite actually creepy. It reminded me of the Flood from Waters of Mars, which were very scary, where they were basically human creatures with water coming out of them, like cracked mouths. And yes, this is, like, lots of people vote this is the scariest monster of Doctor Who, and I have to agree with them. That gave me nightmares. That actually gave me nightmares, that one, when I was a kid, because I didn't used to have nightmares about Doctor Who until I saw The Flood. I didn't have any nightmares about Doctor Who. I had nightmares of that afterwards. Oh my gosh, that was a creepy story. So in the end, the water creature sort of turns good, I guess. Heather turns good or something. I think, yeah. It's like basically she disintegrates the Dalek, which was quite cool. Like, look into the eye, and and so the TARDIS they take Bill back, and then, you know, when she's about to wipe her memory, it was like, whoa, okay, and it's like he's a bit angry. He's still a bit, like, it's been quite a long time for him, but he's had quite a bit of death, because if you guys remember in the Return of Dr. Mysterio, he was a bit depressed because River Song, we didn't see her death, but we knew it was leading up to it with the husbands of River Song, so that was the last time he would see her. And they would, basically it was a bit depressed about things, and yes, so he's still a bit depressed about Clara's death, about River's death, even though it happened centuries ago. And yeah, he was still quite angry. Like, he was really upset at Bill when, like, he was like saying, "I have to do this," and yeah, it got quite dark at that point, which I think was good. And then when Bill runs away outside, and then she sees the Doctor there with the TARDIS, and then they decide to travel, which is good. And then it leads into the next time trailer, which looks bloody awesome. Actually, I got a feeling Smile is going to be my guilty pleasure episode. It could be my first guilty pleasure, because it's like, it looks like, it looks strange, but I kind of like it. It's a nice sort of thing. I mean, we'll just have to see. It could be a really good episode, or it could be a terrible one. So that could be my guilty pleasure, or an overrated, or an underrated, anything like that. So anything could happen. Yeah. So yes, that wraps it up. So that was my review of the pilot. Now, this is basically, I'm not very good at reviews. I feel like I'm not as good as reviews, so apologise if this rambles onto something else. But I think I stayed on topic. I reviewed like the things. It looks pretty good. Pilot, good job. Moffat, you did a good script, strong characters, good. I'd give this 8 out of 10. Quite good. It is, one of the things I like about it is it's very unique. It's very different to a regular Doctor Who story, because there is no overall plot. It is just them being chased by the monsters, and it could work. Like, it looks like it could work, and it's like, okay, that's good. That's good. So yes, thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like and a comment, and stay tuned for the next episode, next review, which will be Smile. This is going to be a very interesting one. Very interesting indeed. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This is me, the Whovia Red, signing out. Goodbye.